We are standing in time where mercy is being withdrawn from the people of this world. We are living like the people in the days of Noah, as stated in Matthew chapter 24, verse 38 to 39, which says, "For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark, and they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man." This does not mean eating, drinking, or marrying was sin. God did not condemn them for eating and drinking. He had given them the fruits of the earth in great abundance to supply their physical wants. Their sin consisted in taking these gifts without gratitude to the giver and debasing themselves by indulging appetite without restraint. It was lawful for them to marry. Marriage was in God's order. It was one of the first institutions which He established. He gave special directions concerning this ordinance, clothing it with sanctity and beauty. But these directions were forgotten, and marriage was perverted and made to minister to passion. When the reasoning of philosophy has banished the fear of God's judgments, when religious teachers are pointing forward to long ages of peace and prosperity, and the world are absorbed in their rounds of business and pleasure, planting and building, feasting and merrymaking, rejecting God's warnings and mocking His messengers, then it is that sudden destruction cometh upon them, and they shall not escape. Today, the world is full of mockers who think and dare to preach that we will never face judgment while we have sinned. But that's not the case, as stated in second book of Peter 3:7. Above all, you must understand that in the last day scoffers will come, scoffing and following their own desires. They will say, "Where is this coming?" He promised. Ever since our ancestors died, everything goes on as it has since the beginning of creation. But they deliberately forget that long ago by God's word, the heavens came into being, and the earth formed out of water and by water. By these waters also, the world of that time was deluged and destroyed. By the same word, the present heavens and earth are reserved for fire, being kept for the day of judgment and destruction of the ungodly. Do we not see the same repeated in our day? While God's servants are giving message that the end of all things is at hand, the world is absorbed in amusements, pleasure seeking. There is a constant round of excitement that causes indifference to God and prevents the people from being impressed by the truths which alone can save them from the coming destruction. Let's stay true to God as His sons and daughters, so that this time of probation may not pass us in Jesus' name.